I'm not alone. You know that feeling when you wake up in the middle of the night and for a split second, you swear something's off? That's been my life for the past 2 weeks. It started subtle. I'd wake up at 3:14 a.m. like clockwork. At first I thought it was stress or some weird sleep cycle thing, but then I started noticing things. The first night, it was the creak of the floorboards. I live alone on the top floor of an old apartment building, so creaky floors aren't unusual, but this wasn't the random groan of wood settling. It was deliberate, slow, like someone walking barefoot across my living room. I froze in bed, my heart hammering against my ribs. I strained my ears, barely daring to breathe. The sound stopped. I convinced myself it was nothing, an overactive imagination, and eventually fell back asleep. The second night, it was my closet door. I know for a fact I'd closed it before I went to bed, but when I woke up it was ajar, just a crack. Enough for the darkness inside to feel deeper. I lay there staring at it, half expecting something to poke its head out. Nothing did. By the third night, I was too scared to sleep. I stayed up, scrolling through my phone, every light in my bedroom blazing. Around 3 a.m., the lights flickered, once, twice, then went out completely. I nearly dropped my phone, fumbling to turn on the flashlight. When the beam of light hit my room, I saw it just for a second. A shape in the corner, hunched over and watching me. Its eyes, I don't even know how to describe them. They weren't human, but they weren't animal either. They shimmered, like wet obsidian catching the light. I screamed and threw my phone at it. The light hit the wall, and when I looked back, it was gone. I didn't sleep that night or the next. By night 5, I decided to sleep with a camera running. I set it up on my nightstand, facing my bed, and hit record. Watching the footage the next morning made me wish I hadn't. The video starts normal enough. Me tossing and turning, mumbling in my sleep. Then at 3:14 a.m., the footage glitches, just a flicker. When it stabilizes, there's something standing at the foot of my bed. It's tall, impossibly tall, its head nearly brushing the ceiling. Its limbs are long and thin, bent in ways that make my stomach churn. It doesn't move. It just stands there, staring down at me. The worst part? At one point, I sit up. I look directly at it. My eyes are wide open, but they're empty, like I'm not really awake. I whisper something I can't make out what and lie back down. The thing stays there for another hour before it slowly sinks into the floor. I've shown the footage to a friend. He thinks I'm sleepwalking, and the thing is just a shadow or a trick of the light. But I know better. I don't sleep anymore. Because when I do, I feel it watching me, waiting. And last night, I swear I heard it whisper my name.